Yep. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. And today I'm obviously not as energetic as I normally am because what I want to talk to you about today is something that's really near and dear to my heart, and it hurts to have to say this. It hurts to have to get on here and have to talk about this because of it's us as black men. It's specifically us. But I'll just get right into it. 2 days ago, the reports came out that there was a youth football game in Texas, and one of the coaches is a former NFL player named Talib, who there was obviously a bad call or whatever it was, and Talib and his brother got into a fight, got into a brawl, and Aqib Talib's brother shot and killed a youth football coach, another black man, another black youth football coach who's out there doing something productive, gets shot and killed right in front of his son. Now, just please, anyone comment. 2 years ago, when George Floyd was shot and killed, or not shot and killed, but killed by a white man, when Ahmaud Arbery, when Trayvon Martin, and these countless young black men who were shot and killed by white people, all we saw were protest after protest, Black Lives Matter, all this other shit. Where is it now? Where is it now? When a black man kills a black man who's doing something productive, well, when it's convenient, oh yeah, we're ready to protest, we're ready to tear apart businesses, we're ready to scream Black Lives Matter, we're doing so many things and we're together. And when shit like this happens, I don't hear nothing. I don't see any protests. I don't see anybody not going to practices. I don't see anybody not sticking up for the black man who's actually doing something productive, who got shot and killed in front of his son, his 9-year-old son. That easily could have been my nephew. Easily could have been me growing up. In fact, I'll even tell you a story. When I was around 9 years, I believe it was when I was 9 years old, this is when I was playing with the Brick Shady Warriors, and there was Brick Shady White Oak Warriors. This is before it became the White Oak Warriors. There was a fight between two coaches in practice. One was Coach D, the other was Coach Riley, and it was over. In fact, it was over Melvin, there was some plays that Coach D was calling for Melvin, some petty shit like that, and it turned into an all-out brawl because I think Coach Riley said something about, you're trying to turn Melvin into a superstar, and then it turned into an all-out brawl in the field, and I was actually playing in the lower pound, and we had to step off in practice and, let them deal with their bullshit. Listen, guys, again, I can't stress it enough. We need each other, man. We need each other. The reality of the situation is it's not white versus black. It's not about, okay, I'm gonna be a activist, I'm gonna be a revolutionary when it's convenient. If you're not being a revolutionary every single day and you're not calling out, think about it. Well, I mean, Aqib Talib is a former NFL player. All this shit, all this talk that we've heard, all this shit I've had to hear for the past 5 fucking years about how Black Lives Matter, about NFL players are leading this movement for African-American men, and then you get an African-American man who played in the NFL, who's contributed. What really has changed? What has really fucking changed? Not a fucking thing. I'm just being 100% honest with you, man. All right, so if we're really serious about doing these things, we need to have a plan of action. We need to figure out what exactly our plan of action is, because this kind of bullshit happening, and then there's no uproar, there's no sense of, okay, let me protest for this young man, let me do something for this coach, this 43-year-old coach who's out there doing something very productive, who got shot and killed by another black man. I don't hear anything. Aswand Cruickshank, you want to, again, please believe there will be more on this topic. I'm just, I'm running out of time. There'll be more on this topic on my podcast. Make sure you download the podcast, the Move Swiftly podcast, available on all streams. You guys continue to move swiftly. We'll talk more soon.